I do want to get to another big story that we have been covering. Again, we've been talking a lot about the murder of the UnitedHealthcare CEO. A Florida woman has now been charged with threatening her health insurance provider during a phone conversation after police say she uttered the same words that were found on the bullet casings used in the killing of an insurance executive in New York. Briana Boston, 42 years old, told a representative of Blue Cross Blue Shield, quote, "Delay, deny, depose. You people are next," as they ended a phone call Tuesday in which she unsuccessfully challenged the company's denial of her insurance claim. Those allegations coming from police in Lakeland, Florida. The words delay, deny, and depose were written on the casings left at the scene of the shooting of UnitedHealthcare CEO Brian Thompson on a New York City street back on December 4th. The words reflect the delay, deny, defend strategy that some insurance companies use in dealing with expensive claims, delay the decision, deny the claim, and aggressively defend themselves. Our Fox 13 Tampa team has more.
A 42-year-old married mother of three from Lakeland was in court charged with threats to conduct an act of terrorism and a mass shooting for a phone call with a healthcare agent.
Charges written threat to kill or injure, conduct a mass shooting or an act of terrorism. That's a second-degree felony, punished by 15 years in Florida State Prison.
She's accused of threatening the Blue Cross Blue Shield employee using the now infamous language associated with the accused UnitedHealthcare CEO killer. Briana Boston admitted to saying, "Delay, deny, depose. You people are next." We spoke with a lawyer about the case.
I think it's an overcharge. In reality, there's nothing in her communication that specifically says she's going to commit a mass shooting. I think it's more falls on that free speech line, on that protected speech. Although stupid, although ignorant, something you shouldn't say. The law allows you to say stupid, ignorant things, and even violent things, as long as it's not what's called a true threat.
He said a true threat would be to a particular person or a more actionable statement. He likened her angry language to what thousands are posting on social media this week.
If you post something stupid on Twitter and it's read by somebody who may work for some company and they're taking it as a threat, then are we going to go and arrest every person on Twitter because they say stupid things? In this case, really, it is that. It's somebody who talked to an individual who she doesn't know, has never met, has never probably even spoken to, and said words that a lot of people are uttering on social media.
Still, the judge in her first court appearance setting bond at $100,000, referencing the tensions in the U.S. around healthcare right now.
I do find that the bond of $100,000 is appropriate considering the status of our country at this point.
I think that works better for her in reality, because it goes back to her saying this is political hyperbole. This is me expressing my frustration.
And that was our Fox 13 Tampa team with that report. You are taking a live look over New York City as we know that Luigi Mangione could actually give up his extradition fight. That is according to Manhattan District Attorney Alvin Bragg. Our Fox 5 New York station has the latest on that and when we could see Mangione return to New York.
At a public safety press conference today, Manhattan DA Alvin Bragg addressing the status of extraditing Luigi Mangione to New York.
Indications are that the defendant may waive, but that waiver is not complete until a court proceeding, which my understanding from court officials in Pennsylvania cannot happen until Tuesday. So until that time, we're going to continue to press forward on parallel paths.
Meanwhile, the San Francisco Chronicle is reporting a San Francisco police officer contacted the FBI the same day these surveillance pictures were released by the NYPD on December 5th. It was one day after the murder. It reports the officer recognized Mangione's face after his mother reported him missing to San Francisco PD last month. And the officer thought Mangione might be the murder suspect. However, when police arrested Mangione in Pennsylvania 4 days later, the NYPD said it did not have his name or know who he was until after his arrest. Fox 5 reached out to the FBI, which issued this statement saying, in part, a tip was received from the San Francisco Police Department regarding the possible identity of the suspect. FBI New York conducted routine investigative activity and referred this and other leads to the New York City Police Department as part of our assistance to them in their investigation. Since his arrest, Mangione has become a cult hero for some. People are even celebrating him. Mayor Adams on a local web talk show today denouncing that behavior.
We can't send a signal that if you're angry over something, if you're angry because you got a parking ticket, you respond with violence. If you're angry because you didn't get the grades you wanted in school, or you're angry because the doctor didn't treat you accordingly, this is not the response.
And that was our Fox 5 New York station with the latest. Of course, as these developments keep coming out, we'll make sure to bring them to you right here on Live Now from Fox.